Mr. Speaker, the substantive point of order is before we leave order number 2, we expect a communication from the chair. We do not expect a ruling because there's nothing to rule on. A ruling comes when there's ambiguity, when there are gray areas. But where the standing order is clear on how the majority or minority side should conduct themselves as far as leadership is concerned,
Senator
Mr. Speaker,
Kajwang, before you proceed, the minority didn't ask me a very simple question. And I'll give him right away.
Mr. Speaker,
so I want you to finish.
This is my point of order. It's not on the minority leader.
Because you are dwelling on what I should give. You asked me a question and I will answer.
Mr. Speaker, this is my point of order. It's not synchronized with the minority leader. We do not, and I do not expect a ruling. Mr. Speaker, if you're going to give a ruling, you will be taking powers that do not belong to you. The role of the Speaker is in the Constitution, is to be an umpire and not a player. Mr. Speaker, you cannot put on the uniform of one side and purport to decide for some side of the game how they should conduct themselves. Mr. Speaker, I'm on a point of order, Senator, with due respect to the chair. Mr. Speaker, this House is a last frontier for free speech. And Mr. Speaker, if the chair is going to gag us, and I have a lot of respect for the chair as an institution, and even for the gentleman sitting on the chair, I've got a lot of respect for that gentleman. This is a last frontier for free speech. We must ensure that there is fidelity to the Constitution and fidelity to the standing orders. Mr. Speaker, I want to urge you not to be dragged to be part of political party or coalition intrigues. Mr. Speaker, I want to urge you to allow the minority to be led by those they want and the majority to be led by those that they want. And Mr. Speaker, I want to say this on the floor of the House, that there is no senator who's more special than the other. All of us can serve. All of us can lead. Mr. Speaker, when we communicated changes on the leadership of the minority side, we were saying that we need someone else to be our whip and somebody else to sit on the bench. And Mr. Speaker, I've personally been very conflicted in the decision that we have taken. In this House, the senior-most member in this House, in terms of longevity, is Senator Stewart Madzayo, followed by Senator Fatuma Dulo, followed by Senator Moses Kajwang, followed by Senator Aaron Cheriot. If leadership was conferred on the basis of experience in this House, I would not vote against Senator Fatuma Dulo to stop being our whip. But sometimes there are factors that come into play, issues of political party management, allow us, Mr. Speaker, to have the leadership that we want and do not be compelled by anybody in leadership of this House to influence your thinking. And Mr. Speaker, finally, and I want to, my friend Aaron, he's smiling, he's a very good friend of mine. And I want to advise him, and the bullfighter today, nowadays, is a bit chilled. Senator Aaron Cheriot, if you are looking for a Chiwawa, a toy dog that you can control, go and look for it outside. Do not look for it in the seat of the Speaker. Do not attempt to control the Speaker. Do not attempt to convert the Speaker to a puppet of the majority leader. The Speaker is not your Chihuahua. Okay. The Speaker is the umpire of this House.
Thank
you. The Speaker is submit.
Senator Kajwang, let me rest assured, the chair, the member of this chair can never be a Chihuahua. Yeah? And rest assured, because I want to give one more member maybe from this side so that you can make progress. Senator Boni Karwale, now you are making me a Chihuahua. Senator Mohamed Faki. Leave me alone to make my decisions. Yeah? And if I can be one, not a Chihuahua, but maybe a German Shepherd, not a Chihuahua. My son has a Chihuahua, I cannot be a Chihuahua. He is a majority whip.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the attempts by the Senator of Homa Bay to invite me and maybe the chair in the bad manners of name calling, we will not rise to it. Mr. Speaker, this point of order raised by Senator Madayo is very important if we are true to the standing orders of this House. Proceeding on standing order number 23, Senator